If you want to be great, you become a servant of the people. And that's it.
That's it?
That's it. As long as... And serving the people, you don't need a title. You can serve the people without title. But when it comes to testing and choosing leadership, it counts to focus on service delivery and making people-centered approach in your development work. So I want to thank you first. I want to thank you very much for inviting me and allowing me an opportunity to exchange ideas with your audience. And I want to thank NBS for its contribution. I listen to your news every 9 o'clock every evening.
Oh, wow, that's good.
So I can say this without fear of contradiction. You have made a significant contribution in advancing Uganda's vision of to transform a country from predominantly peasant and poor to transforming it into a prosperous and modern state requires mindset change. And here, NBS, you have done an excellent job.
Of course, we continue to inform, to transform.
Yes. You inform people, you transform them. So I want to take this opportunity to thank you. The country still has a challenge. You want to double your growth 10 times.
Yes.
You want to make the country integrated, independent, and self-sustaining growth. So your work is still needed very critically.
Those are very kind words, Professor.
Yes,
I wanted to go back to, many people had written you off politically in the previous elections. How did you make a comeback?
I have already mentioned to you, you can serve people without title. Those who were writing me off, they were writing me off because they thought I didn't have the title of MP. But you can serve people without having a title of MP.
Okay.
And that is what was happening. And when it came to the test, I am back.
It was very surprising to those that I had written you off. Let's come to, you looked at the previous parliament. It would be unfair for me. You're a seasoned statesman. You have seen legislative body over time. When you compare the previous parliament and today's, what would be the story to write home?
Maybe, Dalton, you follow scripture and cosmics. The 12th parliament, I use your words.
Yes.
It stands at a very critical juncture in our history. In the first place, it is a 12th parliament. The number 12 has significant and magical interpretation, you know?
Yes.
That in scripture, when Jesus was choosing his disciples, they were 12.
Correct.
That is very unique. And even in Islam, when Prophet Muhammad died, 12 imams succeeded him in his political and religious work. That is 12. The number 12.
Quite unique.
And when it comes to measurement, you have 12 hours in a day, 12 hours in a night, 12 months in a year, and 12, this number 12, and the number 12 is invisible.
Quite impressive, Professor, I can say.
Yeah, but that's why I'm telling you, I'm contexting why this 12th parliament is going to be very, very important in the history of our country. Already its number has magical interpretation.
Will it live to the billing?
That's it. So, we went to Chankwanzi. This is what I want to share with you. And I did a lot of listening. This was a parliament, almost 500 and something plus. And I took interest in the age composition. You have a very significant number of young people. So the number of young people is increasing significantly. Then the number of old people is dwindling significantly. What it tells you is this parliament has seeds of generational transition, generation succeeding another generation, and you continue. It's very complicated. Any succession is complicated. So you need like a melting pot for the young generation and the old generation to blend into a united force strong enough to ensure that this generation transition will be done in a peaceful, legal, lawful, and orderly manner.
So
that is the challenge. And I saw, you know, the English expression. The English expression is, the new broom sweeps better, but the old one knows all the corners.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And the parliament we have is precisely that you need this new broom with the energy. I saw the energy of members, very highly educated, very articulate, and in a way, very, very, very anxious to get on with the job. So you have an ambition of young people, which can be vaulting ambition, is ambition that might blind you without seeing the corners and potholes. Then you need this old generation which has seen it all. Yeah, you have seen it all. You have seen 1966 crisis. You have seen 1971 crisis. You have seen the war of 79. You have seen the war of 81, 85. You have seen all this. Yes. So you can make a difference between perception and reality, which some guy who didn't see this might not have seen.
Maybe Professor, if I give context.
I wanted to conclude this point where the blending, the melting pot of this 12th parliament is so crucial that the young and the old need each other to make a force that can make transitional generation peaceful, lawful, and orderly.
Okay.
That's the challenge.
All right.
And our prayer is God has called on the 12th parliament to do exactly that.
The 12 disciples parliament. You've just made that very beautiful analogy. When you look at the quality of parliament, Professor wants us to give us the historical perspective. If you contrast the quality that we have today and maybe look at the people that gathered in Mosh, in the Mosh conference, do you think, because this is the future that we have, do we have the right future?
Oh yes. Fortunately, I was in Moshi, so I can tell you, because I was in Moshi and I'm in this parliament.
Yes.
Moshi, that's what I was telling you, there was idealism in Moshi that missed the reality on the ground. The essence of statecraft, you need security. And that's why the ministry I work by is so important in foundational setting for sustained growth of other sectors. So you ask me the composition, yes, it's very different. But things have changed.
Okay.
We were Moshi trying to form a government that would take over after the war. When the Moshi was united because we were fighting a common enemy. But when the enemy was removed, these were groups. They went back to their original position and it didn't work. It didn't work. Now, this parliament is different because you have a history of a president and a party. For 40 years, they have established peace, security, and stability unmatched by previous regimes. So this parliament is simply consolidating what is already there. Moshi didn't have that chance.
All right.
No.
Okay. So the transition question that you've raised, that the melting point will come up with the force that will have this conversation. Rightly stated, we find ourselves at the most consequential time where we're speaking transition. Is it still very uncomfortable, a conversation within the ruling party?
No, but it is inevitable. Why would you be uncomfortable for something which is inevitable? I have told you, I looked at the age composition of parliament, and numbers don't lie. You can see increasing numbers of young people and dwindling numbers of old people. It is coming. So these young people must succeed this generation. It is going to come. So why would you be shy to discuss it? That's why I'm opening it critically. But I'm saying for peaceful, orderly, and lawful transition, you need a blending of the old and the young to make a force, a united force that can match, change. The forces of change and continuity, they are always diametrically opposed. You need a hand that brings them together.
All right.
Change is inevitable. Yes, it is inevitable. Change, even as I'm talking to you, that change is happening. So if you can't accept change, as they say, change is going to change you. Generations, both old and young, must accept that this change is inevitable. Consequently, to manage forces of change and continuity, because I'm sure people would want to maintain the status quo, but the status quo cannot be maintained because by sheer force of change, it has to change.
Okay.
So what you are called for, what the 12th Parliament is called for, is to appreciate these forces that they are at play and consequently know how to manage them. That's the issue.
All right. I want to pick, just as we conclude this segment, you said the challenge with the Mosh conference, they were idealistic without knowing what was on the ground. And you majorly highlighted the issue of security. You come from a powerful office, and security in the politics of Uganda, let's say the army is very pivotal. Do you think the army will have a role to play in the transition?
Let me again recall history. In 1966, who were major players in that crisis? It was political, but ultimately it was decided by the force of arms. 1971, who were the forces behind it? In 1978, 79. So if you are talking about the army, that's why the army is represented in parliament. Part of the reason why it is for the army to appreciate the dynamics of politics, which is by definition, politics by definition is conflict, to know how to resolve conflict without using guns. To choose representative or leaders through the ballot, not the bullet. That appreciation, at the center of it is the army. So the Ministry of Internal Affairs, the Ministry of Defense, let me call them, yes, institutions that ensure peace, security, and order. They are the cornerstone of sustained development. Take it from me. If you wanted to know the reason behind Uganda's trap that trapped us into backwardness, the trap was conflict trap. Okay. Conflict trap, which requires use of force. That the source of the difficulty. So to answer your question, I am a Minister of Internal Affairs, and I can tell Ugandans what you would call foundational environment for the rest of the economy to develop is security, stability, and peace. And the institution mandated to ensure that is Minister of Defense and Minister of Internal Affairs.
I want us to just conclude this very subject of where it involves the army. Your contemporary, the late Chirunda Chiveginja, writes in his book, The Crisis of Confidence, Uganda, The Crisis of Confidence, about the role, the mixing of the roles of the army and politics, and is through this country into mayhem. Do you think we are still in that conundrum or that maze?
No, we have learned. I think my understanding of the role of the army, I know the history because even the constitution, Uganda army is defined as a productive army. In other regimes, the army is not productive. If there is peace, they are in the barracks. If there is war, they are at war. But in Uganda's case, if you have studied it carefully, you have an army, a productive army, and you have an army represented in parliament. You have an army that appreciates the essential dynamics of managing society. That's the difference. And I'm sure we have had this peace for 40 years, largely as a result of mindset that you have established in the army.
All right. Thank you very much. We'll take a break and we'll return. We shall now delve deeper into the issues that are in internal affairs. Stay here.
The same great cube that makes your beans tasty, now in a new pack. Get the Royco Cube Co-String at a Duka or supermarket near you. Just pull, tear and crumble for the tastiest beans.
Royco Cube Co-String.
Boro! Mami!
Wanje sabo
Ukamotia Uina kachi Kagulini ziteka kagulini I want everything Yes So when I pay the time this will increase my loan limit. Hey Mutieni Momo Madam, remove the food, put more meat, add the meat, yes. Hey. Now these are the fruits of paying your loan is in time.
That's right. Every time you repay your Momo loan on time, your loan limit can increase, giving you access to more money when you need it most. Dial *165*5# to borrow, pay back, and grow your limit with Momo loans.
You have juice?
Yes.
Juice in me.
The playground has moved. More than a third of Uganda is online now, and half the country is under 18. 1 in 5 Ugandan children face cyberbullying. Most never tell anyone. It can look like trolling, body shaming, even grooming. Different harm, same silence. Be a cyber hero. Protect a child online the way you would in person. Mute it, report it, check on them. A hero doesn't have to be big. They just have to do something. Be a cyber hero.
From the grandest stage, the badges change, but the passion remains. It's a special goal! Come at the hour! Come at the man! This football is from the heavens. What a story this is!
10 months of drama lie ahead. The stage is set.
The biggest stars from the world's biggest leagues on SuperSport. It's on GoTV.
Why pay for someone else's repairs? Say goodbye to hidden costs and hello to peace of mind of a brand new start. Discover the Suzuki range of unmatched, fuel-efficient and reliable options. From the iconic Jimny to the new Across Hybrid. Find the perfect blend of style and world-class efficiency. Upgrade today and enjoy 1 year of free fuel and comprehensive insurance, plus 2 years of free service and a 3-year warranty. Trade in your current car or choose financing to start driving as you pay installments. Don't wait. Visit the Suzuki showroom today or call 0800 211 033 to get started.
Welcome back to the deep dive. My name is Dalton Kawesa, and with me is a statesman, Professor Ephraim Kamuntu. He has literally been everything in when you talk about statecraft and also the respect to the doctrines of power. Now, Professor, you come from the Ministry of Internal Affairs. You have several institutions. You have police, you have prisons, you have NERA, you have immigration, to mention but a few. Which of these institutions concern you and why?
Yeah, maybe I should begin by the overall mandate of the Ministry of Internal Affairs and the institutions or agencies that execute that mandate. First, the mandate of the Ministry of Internal Affairs is to guarantee you internal security. And that means to ensure law and order, to ensure peace and stability of the country, to protect your life and your property. So you are protected as you are sitting here. Okay. So the role of Internal Affairs is now at work. But equally important, to prevent crime. And I want to emphasize this, to prevent crime. Prevent crime. If you can prevent crime, if you can have the capacity to prevent crime. And to do that, we have institutions. You have mentioned them. Police, prisons, NERA. There is the migration and control. There is also amnesty. There is NGO bureau.
Yes.
All these are institutions of the ministry. But the most important point is, how does the ministry, maybe I should put it this way, what is the dream of Ugandans as it relates to the Ministry of Internal Affairs? I have been in the ministry and I have